know it's a beautiful day, but you know, take an hour out to come see us, I think it's great. Thanks for coming. First, a few things I want to say is thanks to the Howard Winneshiek School District for letting me come in and teach the DARE program. Also, the teachers for giving me the time out of your day to come in and teach the students. I do appreciate that very much. Custodial staff and people that helped to set up the gym, I just wanted to say thank you to them as well. And thank you to the parents for letting me teach your kids the DARE program. Before we begin anything, I'd like to have everybody stand up and we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, my name is Rich Hollenbeck. I've been a deputy with the Howard County Sheriff for 9 years, I guess. 2014 I started. I was an officer with the Cresco PD. Before that, I was an officer in Minnesota too. 20-some years I've been in law enforcement. And I don't think anything is as good as teaching DARE. So being asked to do that and come in and teach the DARE program, I think it's great. It's a little change of pace from the regular duties we do. And I think it's great to be in the school with the kids for some exposure with law enforcement. Plus, this program is pretty awesome. You know, people think of DARE as being just a drug program. Part of that it is about drugs. We do talk about medications and bad drugs. We talk about alcohol, tobacco. We also get in depth in some stuff about bullying, dealing with stressful situations, how to be a more confident person, and how to communicate more effectively, and also how to be good citizens in your community. And it's 10 lessons, and we go through all that, and then at the end we culminate with a DARE graduation, which I'm happy to do for them today. You guys were awesome. We had a lot of fun together, and I hope that fifth graders, you come see me again sometime. Whether it's just to say hi, or if you guys have a little issue to deal with, just give me a call. We'll work it out, okay? It's enough about me. We're here for the kids to celebrate them. We do have one of our teachers to give a speech. And Mrs. Leifeld does have a speech prepared, so we'll have Mrs. Leifeld come up.
I've been working on it for a couple months. It's just a few pages long, so sit tight. I'm so happy to see you all here today. Thinking back, fifth graders, on all your lessons with Officer Hollenbeck, he led you through the main ideas were making good choices, being an upstander, and positive communication. Officer Hollenbeck was definitely persistent in showing you what an upstander looks like. He modeled and asked you to practice good decision making. He was persistent in holding your attention through each class. He carefully went over decisions, choices, good or bad, how they will affect us and all the people around us. I challenge you to be persistent too. Be stubborn about the things that are important to be stubborn about, like saying no to the lies about drinking and drugs. I challenge you to make your own personal decision from your heart. I'm sorry to say, fifth graders, you will not always make the right decision. You will not always make good choices. Do not let that discourage you. Don't give up. You be persistent in staying positive. Never be afraid to ask for help. All these people around you, your family, your friends, the people you're going through school with, are here to help you. Whether you're, for some reason, going down the wrong path, and you need help getting back on the right path, please be brave enough to ask for help. You have so many opportunities, so many challenges ahead of you. All the best of luck for your promising futures.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Liefeld, for that. Part of this program is they're tasked to write an essay. And we have a theme this year, which is Dare to be a Leader. So they've all been tasked to write an essay on how they're going to apply their DARE lessons to be leaders, whether it's in school or in their community. And we picked 2 exceptional essays from each class, which was not an easy task. When the kids do these essays, they do them very well. So we have 6 winners, 2 from each class. And I will call them up by class. From 5A, we have Bailey Morris and Rudy Serrato. From 5B, we have Rory Dozark and Kale Miller. And from 5C, we have Jacqueline Cummings and William Musas. Okay. So just
Okay. In order to be a leader, you have to do the right thing. It's not always easy to let things go. For example, if somebody is calling you names, telling you you're not worth anything, and telling you that you can't do it, ignore them and walk away. Go the opposite direction. It's not always easy to do the right thing. A group of 3 friends saw that a teacher had $5 on the desk. They were the only ones in the classroom. The teacher left the room to talk to another teacher. They discussed if it was a good idea to take $5. One of the students said no to take it, but the others wanted to take it. One student said it's not the right thing to do, but the other kids told him to not snitch, or they will say he was a part of it. They took the money and hid it in their back pocket to split later. The student told the teacher that the 2 kids took the money, and if I told they would blame it on me. If someone is calling you names, walk away. It's not worth getting in trouble. If they are calling someone else names, names, see what is going on. You can tell them to stop. If they don't stop, tell the teacher. A leader stands up against bullies. A leader shows respect and kindness to everyone, not just to your friends and teachers, but if everyone. A leader helps people even if they don't like that person. A leader doesn't lie. Leaders are trustworthy. They are called leaders for a reason. They do the right thing. Teachers can trust them to run. I don't know. Errands because they know they won't do anything. A leader ignores name calling and the teachers handle it. A leader shows respect and kindness to them.
Dare to be a leader. Some of the things we learn in Dare class is communication. Communication is where you share your thoughts or feelings to someone that you can trust. And another thing we learned in Dare class is a risk. A risk is where you know something could happen but you still want to do it. And another thing we learned in Dare is confidence. Is where something happened like you are confident that you can do something that is not easy. Another thing is that we learned in Dare is a consequence, is where you have done something wrong and you have been grounded. Another thing that we learned is in Dare is responsibility. It is where we say somebody says watch your brother or sister, somebody trusts you to be responsible with them. It is very important as we get older to be responsible for ourselves. I need to be responsible for making good choices on my own so that the teacher and coaches trust me. I don't have to be perfect, but I can always improve. Another thing is empathy, to understand how people feel. Another thing we learned in Dare is demanding, for people to get off the couch and go play outside. Now that's demanding. Another thing we learned in Dare class is about drugs. You should not take bad drugs or not mix drugs. One time in Dare class we had to read about some situations and discuss what the choices and consequences would be. There were things that might really happen to us someday. I know that me and my friends talk smart sometimes and kid around, but I will try to make the choice that will make my parents proud.
DARE is an important program for all children around the world. DARE helps people know and understand the importance of many things. A few things are how to be a leader, no drugs, and learning important situations that will help you when you grow up. It could also save your life someday. Children could also help their parents with these things and save their lives too. Police who are teaching these things are making a huge impact in the world, one person at a time. The DARE decision-making model stands for D, define the problem, challenge, or opportunity. A is for assess, what are your choices? R stands for respond, make a choice and use the facts that you have. The last one is evaluate, review your decision and see if you made the right choice. If you follow these steps, you will make the right decision and you won't get hurt or into any trouble. We learn many things in our DARE class and have fun learning about it too. Before DARE started, I thought that a consequence was only bad, but now I know that it can be good or bad. An example is if you don't want If you don't do your homework, then that would be bad. That would be a bad consequence. But if you do something really kind to someone, then that will be a good consequence. We also learned about communication. When I think about communication, I think about talking to other people, but it can also be your body language. Nonverbal communication could be rolling your eyes or glaring. DARE helps to stop bullying and to help others and ask for help instead. If nobody bullied people, then the world would be a better place and everyone would be happier. I like DARE and I thought it would be a fun way to learn about everything. I thought it was very important because kids my age could start having these problems and they are helping us with now. I know I will have these problems and I'm very happy I have learned these skills. I can take what I have learned to help others if they are having trouble, if they are having problems, and try to help them find better choices. Thank you all the officers and everyone who helped out in this program. I will use the things that I have learned to help others. I will never do drugs and try to help others not to either. I will try to communicate with confidence and make my words clear and not confusing. I will dare to be a leader.
So, you know, 3 really excellent examples of what we got from all these kids. So, you guys, congratulations on your essays, and you did very well. Okay. We do have Sheriff Tim Beckman here, and before we get everybody graduated, the sheriff would like to have a few words for the students in class.
Those are some really great essays. Good job, guys. Just a big thank you to Howard Wynn for letting Deputy Hollenbeck into the schools and to the parents for allowing him to teach your children. I think it's a very great, useful program. It's been around a long time, and like Deputy Hollenbeck explained, it's not just about drugs, alcohol, smoking. It's about becoming good leaders. But it all starts at home with the parents. The children are gonna see what the parents do, and they need support from home. And it's great to see a lot of parents and grandparents here. So the easy part's done now, and you guys have a long road ahead, but you guys you'll make good decisions. And if you don't, reach out to one of us or staff at the school or parents. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so now is the awesome part where we get to hand out certificates, and you see we got some goodies here for you guys. So we will graduate and hand out certificates by class, okay? We'll go 5A, 5B, 5C. Your teacher will read your name as you come through. Sheriff, Mr. Sickles, and whoever's here, if you could help congratulate them in front and hand out some goodies. I will get you your certificate. For people in the stands, if we could just hold individual applause until the end, and then we will congratulate the class as a whole. Okay?
Jessa Casterton. Rudy Serrato Figueroa. Lennox Club. Brooklyn Doda. Manuel Gonzalez. Caitlin Jacobson. Cora Johnson, Reed Johnson, Jonathan Laras, Lila McCabe, Alex Middlestep, Bailey Morris, Jackson Murphy, Angel Organista Lopez, Braxton Ruggerberg, Penton Tice, Samantha Villanueva, Quinn Bober.
Here comes the best class of all, Skylar Beavers. Rory Dozark. Olivia Gassman. Tristan Geyer. Trace Harmoning. JJ Askovic. Carter Holly. Eli Jessen. Addie Johnson. Aiden Johnson. Lily Kimber. Poppy Lewis. Delilah Lopez. Kale Miller. Chase Newark. Darius Robles. Sophia Shuttler.
Teacher voice.
They waited this quietly.
Better?
There we are.
Okay.
All right.
Charlie Carr, Owen Casper, Jacqueline Cummings. Clarissa Dixon. David Dozark. Preston Dugan. Connor Gilliam. Logan Hundley. Amelia Johnson. Paisley Johnson. Olivia Lipke. Zoe Lindstrom. Madison Ludeking. William Lucis. Matthew Knitsky. Kingston Pierce. John Salzman.
Okay, so let's have our fifth graders stand up and turn around and face your families. And let's give them a big congratulations. Okay, so we still have some time. What I'd like to do is the paper would probably like to get a picture of the group and maybe the essay winners. Parents, after that, if you'd like to use my banner or Darren to take some pictures with your children, please feel free. And I believe, are there refreshments in the cafeteria? Yes. So it sounds like there's cookies and juice, I think. All right. Thanks everybody for coming.